I run a business called Anastasia's Russian Gourmet. My product is one Russian pirozhki.
My business is a marketing business. We provide promotional products. I myself am a graphic designer. I'm the employee and I'm the founder. And so with my graphic designer skills, I go as far as I can with promotional creations and promoting other businesses.
Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship is now a global nonprofit teaching young people from low-income communities how to start and operate their own small businesses.
NFTE is kind of the intersection between business and education, and it's a chance for business people to give something back, where we can reach a kid and help them to create a business. They can go on and not be someone in the unemployment line, but actually someone who's out there hiring. It's just a great engine for the economy.
I am a certified entrepreneurship teacher. The best thing I ever did for my teaching career. It has just revitalized my teaching. My students are more involved, and it's changed the whole feel of Wakefield High School. I have these amazing people who come into my classroom at least twice a month and work with my students. They're my adopters, and they are so generous and kind. Also, these competitions and the showcases that the kids get to come to and sell their products, it's a really big deal to them. I think one of the things that really triggered some of my students was having them actually sell their product. Like once they actually start selling their product, it almost like grows and comes to life. Because of NFTE's generosity, that they were able to buy the supplies to start their business, these kids are getting so much confidence and they're standing up in front of people. You change a child's life when you donate to NFTE.
It's a great organization. It helps students realize their full potential, and they can realize that they might not want to work for somebody, but they might want to work for themselves. And then if they work for themselves, they can make their own money.
A lot of times people just need encouragement to succeed.
If I win the competition, I'll be very happy, and I'll be looking for where I can progress next and what I can do with my business next.
Hello, everyone. I'm Julie Kantor, Executive Director of NFTE DC. Now, I know my crowd. I know this is a networking crowd, and I know there's amazing people in this room. So we did something a little different. This year. After our second half of the program, where you'll hear some extraordinary inspirational stories, will continue from NFTE students and teachers and locally grown honorees. But we're going to have dessert out at the Youth Showcase and coffee and another hour of networking. So don't worry if you didn't get to talk to everyone. There will be dessert will be outside. I can't believe this is our 15th Dare to Dream Gala event. And on May 22nd, we will have our 35th Youth Regional Business Plan Competition here in the district. It's pretty cool. As we talk about entrepreneurship and the impact entrepreneurship's had on all of our lives, I hope you'll take a little time today to think about your story, to think about your families, to think about business and how entrepreneurship impacted your life. The video you saw was our young winners, including Jordan Brooks, and from the Winter Challenge. Tonight, we will raise funds to serve another 1,000 kids in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And we aspire to serve 5,000 by the year 2015. As you heard from our wonderful chair, Sid Banerjee, $500 puts another kid through NFTE, and that's an 80 to 100-hour mini MBA curriculum in high schools and soon in middle schools. There are phenomenal school leaders and teachers in this room, coming principals from many schools, from the Mayor's Office of Education, school leaders. We need to salute you because you're the ones who bring NFTE to the front lines. Please stand. Please stand if you're a school leader. So school leaders, take note that this audience has pledged now $50,000. At $500 per kid, someone smarter than me do the math. It's more kids that will get this program at your schools. I would like to give a shout out again to our gala host committee, Sid Banerjee, my dear friend Wanda from Clarabridge, our chair, my dear friends Wanda Alexander, our vice chair, Derek and Melanie Coburn from Cadre, Philip Lowett from T-Symmetry. I'd like to also give a huge shout out to some of our top. Do you realize that E-Trade just made a $70,000 commitment to NFTE? Celie Niehaus, where are you? Thank you. R2 Integrated, the programs on your table, the website, if you checked it out, all designed and done by R2 Integrated. And the stories you hear tonight, on one side it's a program, but if you flip it over, it's a magazine of stories, entrepreneurial stories. Capital One and PNC Bank, our board chair, John Hasenberg from Merrill Lynch. Nextel and Ernst & Young, our great friends at Ernst & Young. So now, without ado, let me bring up our board chair, John Hasenberg.
Thank you, Julie, and thank you all for being here tonight. I'm honored to be a part of this amazing evening and this organization. I often tell people that after my family and my work and my dog, Fred, that NFTE is the driving passion in my life. I attended my first gala 8 years ago, and back then, many of you remember, it was just a breakfast, and there were just a few hundred people there. Since then, I have been consumed by this mission of personally trying to help as many young entrepreneurs as I can. My only regret as board chair is that all the work on strategy and organization has kept me out of the classroom for the first time in many years. I promise I'll be back. In any great story, there's always an inspiring cast of characters. Now I'd like to take a moment to thank some of those folks who bring NFTE to life. First, I am privileged to work with a fantastic board of directors, my vice chair and great friend Monish Kundra, and 20 other professionals who are smart, engaged, devoted to the cause, and a lot of fun to work with. And I'd love for them to please stand right now and be recognized. We got to turn up the lights so we can't see everybody. They're out there, I promise. NFTE staff, Julie, Kate Palmer, Faris White, and Amina Brown. Please stand. On our board, we often talk about how they do what they do with mirrors. There are 4 of them, and they keep this whole organization running. And I would say between the 4 of them, they get more done in a day or a week or a month or a year than any 4 people I know. So again, a huge thank you to all you all do on the staff. Our event team, led by Reggie Kuba and Amy Talley, they're around the room. They've been terrific partners of ours over the last several months. 3 other people I'd like to acknowledge. My wonderful wife, Kimberly. My business partner, Nancy Hartsock. And my boss, Jeff Wood, who all enthusiastically support me in all the time I take away from them to work on NFTE. In a few minutes, you're going to hear from more young entrepreneurs who will hopefully inspire you to get involved with NFTE. The best way to learn more, I know this is a crowd that loves to talk, but I promise you'll have a few minutes. Actually, have an hour after the program. Want to make sure you know how to learn more about NFTE. So the best way to get started is to attend one of our Started Up mornings. The first Wednesday of every month at the NFTE headquarters, we gather executives, entrepreneurs, and educators to talk about this field and to talk about how people can get involved. Secondly, I have to pause here. This is one of the most important things we do. The Adopt a Class and NIF Teams programs. These are the hands-on way that business people get into the schools and give back to the community. And I'd like to acknowledge all of the adopters and NIF team members who are here tonight. They please stand. If you don't know about these programs, these folks are actually going into classrooms every month, sometimes once a week, and actually working with the students, giving their real-life business experience to them. And I've done this myself for many years, and I can tell you this is really where you feel the magic of NFTE. So if you'd like to learn more, please ask the adopters in the room tonight. And again, you can learn more at the Started Up programs. And this being a networking event, we couldn't come without business cards. So there are NFTE business cards on all the tables. We encourage you to take them with you, and feel free to contact the folks on there to learn more. Finally, one other way you can support the NFTE students and alumni, and that is to keep shopping. The Student Showcase will be open after dinner. Again, we've moved up the program to leave more time for dessert, networking afterwards. The students have worked very hard, as you've seen, and created some great products. And don't forget, Mother's Day is right around the corner. So thank you again for coming, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.